Hello and welcome to G-Faction. In this video I want to show you a really OP build in the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I'm not going to praise this build now because the results at the end of the video speak for themselves, but the downside of this build is that you are going to need around 70 to 90 skill points to get all of the skills in this build. So it's not something that you can get in the beginning of the game. You can use easier to get builds for the beginning of the game till you have reached a point when you have this amount of skill points, and then use this potion of clearance and then go for this build. Let's get started. The main things that we are going to invest in this build are alchemy and combat. The first skill that we are going to get is high intolerance, because now we don't want Geralt to overdose easily, and well, it's essential in every alchemy build. The second ability is refreshment, but unfortunately it's in the second row, so we are going to need to invest in something else in order to get refreshment. So buy poison blades, because unlike other abilities in the first row, you can get up to 5 levels of it, and we are going to need that extra investing later. After the second row is unlocked, get the refreshment skill for its healing when you are using potions. The next ability that we are going to need is in the third row, so go on and get this protective coating in order to unlock the next row. After it's unlocked, get the delayed recovery for the potions to use their effects longer than normal, and then get synergy to get 50% increased effect for mutagens in the mutagen slots. The two last skills that we are going to need in this section are the Hunter Instinct and Killing Spree. In order to use Killing Spree, all you have to do is to get your toxicity higher than 0. So basically, all you need is one potion, and it will give you 50% more of a critical hit chance in that fight. And what the Hunter Instinct does is that your critical hit damage is increased by 100% when you are at maximum adrenaline points. So let's get to some skills that we can use in order to get more adrenaline points in order for this OP skill to work way easier. Next skills are in combat section. You are going to need muscle memory and resolve. Muscle memory is for increasing your fast attack damage, and resolve will stop you from losing any adrenaline points when you take damage. After that, get Undying. Undying will consume 1 adrenaline point to fill your health bar completely. This will save your life in big fights when you are running out of health. Then get the Precise Blows to increase your chance of landing fast attack critical hit, and also its damage to up to 75%. Get Whirl to unlock a special move. To use this special move, hold down the fast attack button in order for Geralt to kill everybody and everything around him. Lastly, get the Razor Focus to instantly get 1 adrenaline point for entering combat, and also increase the adrenaline points generated by sword attacks. Now just go on and fill the mutagens to get the extra attack power and the extra vitality. Now for those of you who don't have the Blood and Wine DLC, this is the end for you guys, but for those of you who do have it, there are still some things that needs to be done. You can go on and get as many of these abilities in order to unlock the extra ability slots. When you activate one of these special abilities, you can fill the extra ability slots with only the abilities related to that certain special ability. For example, I'm going to use the Mutated Skin for the amount of damage resistance it's going to give me, considering with this build that most of the time we are going to be at maximum adrenaline points. And the other thing is that you can put both combat and alchemy abilities in these slots if you want to use Mutated Skin. So by doing that, you can empty some of your ability slots and then fill them with Focus and Adrenaline Burst. Adrenaline Burst will increase your adrenaline generation by 5%, and Focus will increase your damage based on your adrenaline points, which will make you quite deadly considering all of the other skills that we have used. Surely, considering which skills you are doing this with will make your vitality or attack damage lesser than it was, but the things that these two skills will do to your adrenaline points are worth it. Considering that I am not using the best gear for this build, any kind of enemy is still quite easy to kill. It's deadly enough to kill any kind of enemy with the help of all the adrenaline points that we have and the chance of our critical damage. And it's quite with the help of Undying, which will also use adrenaline points. I recommend using the Feline Witcher Gear for this build because of the perks it will give you at its grandmaster level, which will increase your fast attack damages for 10% for each piece that you wear for 5 seconds after a successful strong attack. If you got the Feline Gear and you have more ability slots, be sure to also get the Cat School Techniques, cause it will increase your critical hit damage by 25% and fast attack damage by 5% for each light armor piece that you wear. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video and may you find it helpful. If you have, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. If you have any questions about the video or the game itself, make sure to ask me in the comment section down below, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. For now.